Yeah, in my real estate business, I worked 80, 90 hours a week. I worked myself to the ground. I worked myself to a point where the relationship with my wife was non-existent, which at that time she had left. I didn't see my son for the first 2 years of his life, pretty much, you know. And I think by having gone through all of those things that I went through growing up, seeing the failure of the business, seeing the struggles with my parents, all of those things, I think it gave me a little bit of fear that I never wanted to live like that. So I overcompensated all the time, even though we had more than enough. And at that point, I was like, what do you mean? You know, you don't see me. Don't you know I'm doing everything for you? I'm doing everything for the kids. And at that point, it was like, we don't care about that stuff. We just want you. I say I rolled in with a Mercedes, you know, truck, SUV, parked it in the garage, came home, and nobody's there. And I was like, wait, what's going on here? You know? And just a note.
What did the note say?
We're done. And so it was like, what do you mean? Like, I remember I sat in that car and I was like, man, I can't believe how far I've come. You know, I've got a great business. I'm teaching many people on how to do this, making them, you know, a lot of money. And, you know, just bought a new vehicle, house, everything that I always, you know, strived for. And then I come home and yet the one person that I love is gone. The one that I was doing it all for, the partner that you were there going through thick and thin with building this, is gone. And so it's the hardest thing. So it was at that point in my life where I said, I get it now. Yeah, I get it. And so I literally walked in and, you know, said, I'm gonna take a little bit of time off. You know, a friend of mine was in the real estate agency, or real estate business, and he said, hey man, how did you grow your business so fast, and how'd you do what you did? And I said, here, I'll show you. And so I started working on his, and he started to blow up, and you know, some other guys started to ask me, and then I started working with smaller businesses and that kind of thing. And I really didn't want to build a big agency. That wasn't my goal. I was like, you know, I want to maybe work with a handful of clients. But you know, some things never change, right? You still always trying to get to that next level. But the difference is that my family came first. You know, the time that I spent with my family was always first. The relationships, the balance, the time with, you know, the wife and the kids are the most important things, and I never deviate from any of that today. You know, I want to show people that there is a different way. I think some of the stuff out there is good, and I think some of the stuff out there is just a bunch of bullshit, to be honest. And some people that are running the programs know that, and they shouldn't be training or teaching this stuff. I run my own agency. I walk the walk, you know, every single day. I don't just run it for a few clients and then stop and then run a business teaching agencies. I have a full-on agency that dominates our market. Dominates. And so if you want to dominate your market, then you want to go to somebody that's dominating theirs and show them, and you want them to show you how to do it. And at the same time, have that balance and that lifestyle that we all want. Like being a real expert, mastering your art, building authority in their marketplace, not just running some Facebook ads and building a funnel. Anybody can do that. My son can do that. He's only 9. So our program is called Less Clients, More Money. I'm talking about having less people that pay you for their services, but they pay you more money for their services. They value who you are and what you do. Almost like a chief marketing officer of their business. You become an integral part of their business, or your employees become an integral part of their businesses. And this is the way things are changing. If you're not doing this, then you're gonna get left behind. It's just a matter of time. People want more, and you need to offer them more. This program is bridging that gap. It's gonna make them pay you more.